Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel here in this new video I'm making here on a better version than the one that God.com provides of Police Case 1 in Pursuit of the Death Angel, the EGA version, which in my opinion is a lot better than the VGA version. VGA is a more updated one. Was made in 1992, the original EGA 1997. But yeah, it's there's more problem solving involved in the EGA version, and just feeling more like you're taking ownership and responsibility for things, and none of the games sort of doing it for you. So you're doing it all yourself. Yeah, the main selling points of the game is the EGA version is I'm going to be showcasing is the sense of adventure, excitement, tension, build up, finding the bad guys, the head honcho at the end, who's called the Death Angel. I'm not going to give away his real name at this point. That's meant to be a mystery for now. And I'm going to show you just the first part of the game up to a car crash scene that gives a hint of what to expect in the game. And one of the things, anyway. To the end of that, and hopefully whet your appetites for the rest of the game. And it's under. I've got it under. I run a program called enhjoy, which is really good because that makes the music quite a bit better than the original version. So, okay. Well, anyway, without further ado, then I'm going to start the game. So it should appear right here. Here we go. Going just as I wanted. There we go. Here we go. So that makes it sound a bit more authentic and dangerous and scary than the original version. So as you can hear, it's really serious music, story and design. So as you can see, that gives a very good sort of backdrop introduction to the game. Shows the serious nature of it. Although a lot of it is quite funny as well. There's some good, real cheesy slapstick humor in this game. My favorite mode, by the way, is fast. And it's best to look first at what's there. The keyboard is the most important, and the radio extenders, the table holding those. So there's the evidence room at the back, and right at the top right of this room. So first thing to do is take a key because you're going to be starting your first shift soon. So there we go, you get a point for that. If you look at the top of the screen, that shows you how many points you have out of 245, and it's not terribly difficult to get a full score as long as you do everything thoroughly. So, okay, without further ado, there's the radio on the table. There's reset, so all you need to do is take the radio. Scratchy, noisy, but workable extender. There could be a hint of humor there, squelchy and noisy, hinting it's not easy the life of being a policeman. Russ, the keeper of evidence lockup, says, "Howdy, Sonny. Haven't seen anything with your name on it coming lately." Is that supposed to be a hint that I'm proving myself? You Sonny Buns prove yourself to him? Well, who knows? I think he's kind of joking with you as well, tongue-in-cheek. Just take it as tongue-in-cheek type thing. So, best to go into the briefing room straight away, because as far as I know, it's just within a few minutes now before the briefing's due to start. So you best to go in there straight away, otherwise you'd be at risk of running too late. And I've had experience before when I've played this game previously, whereby I ran late for the briefing and as a result, the game forced me to have to start again. Or restore a save game, as long as, of course, I had a save game before the briefing point to reload into. So, anyway, there's an interesting object there, but if you just say look table, you'll be able to see newspaper, and then you just quicker to say paper than newspaper like that. Morning's edition of the Listen Tribune. It's best to start on the left-hand side of the page, as you'll be able to see from reading this. There's crime rate has increased a lot in good old London City. It used to be really peaceful and quiet there, and beautiful place. And it's best to press the right-hand key to go to the right. So you press the right key, and then look at the right of the page. It's written in the piece of Lytton, and as you can see, there's a lot of homicide and prostitution and showing up in the streets and the schools. Homicide is from murder, just in case you didn't know that. And there's a big-time drug dealer with street name of Death Angel, maybe responsible for the drug trafficking. So that's a major hint of this game. It's what you're going to be up against later on, but it provides a real challenge and excitement if you can hopefully finally get to and deal with them much later in the game. And then you've been rewarded recently with Officer of the Year award due to outstanding effort and commitment in crime prevention. So good pat on the back for you there. So now that's done, just the paper, you just say like that, and then you have to assume your positions. Your position is the right-hand table over there, next to someone called Steve, who he says, "Hey, Sonny, that story in this morning's paper sure made you look good." Very nice of him to say. He's a very nice chap. His name's Steve, of course. I've said already. I'll get to meeting him in a place called Carol's Caffeine Castle, which I prefer to call just Carol's Castle, or Caffeine Castle. It's quicker to say it like that. There's Sergeant Dooley, bringing in the 1 p.m. shift. Latest hot sheet of sun rides. So, here he says, "Welcome back, man. I hope you enjoyed the long weekend. Now, listen up," he barks. "We're looking for a black 1983 Cadillac. License number LOP 1238 VIN C03456-218. Reported stolen last week. Try hard to find it so I can get that Malcolm Washington character off my back for a change." Yeah, so sounds like quite serious, yeah, he's saying. And he continues, "Now hear this. Last night, 3 teenagers were arrested in 3 separate arrests, each for drunk driving. 2 of the 3 were in possession of cocaine, and all 3 attend Jefferson High School. That should tell you something, boys and girls." He's calling those boys and girls and those to the men. Oh, what a character. And, well, that's it for today. Wet your butts, kids. We don't want old Chief Whipplestick whining about how industrial injury stats going up again. Sonny Bones, your call number will be 8332. That's the end of the briefing. Yeah, what a, like a dictator at times he is, but he's supposed to say, pick up and stick it, Sonny. You don't want Sergeant Judy on your back again. But because he didn't bump into him there this time, he doesn't bother saying that to you. So, if you look in the fist, you can pick up an extra point, which helps towards getting the full score. And see, I shot the last second. Okay. So that helps you see that it's best not to look at other people's pigeonholes. And that could be why you get the extra point as well, because it shows you what you shouldn't be doing. You find a handwritten message. It says, "How's about 1198 Carol's Caffeine Castle letter in the shift? Steve." No, you don't need the message anymore, so you discard it. Okay, and there we are. I'm just going to quickly... Well, it sure clears out quick around you, but without good old Sergeant Duty on your back, you don't want to be at risk of being on his bad side. So, yeah. Anyway, to carry on then, I was just pausing to make sure the recording was working properly, because sometimes when I'm using it as an OBS system, sometimes for some strange reason something goes wrong. So just making sure that everything's okay there. And then you got your lock as the first one on the right, very conveniently situated. If you just say look, there's your personal gear, your weapon in your gun belt, speed loader of ammunition on the shelf, briefcase on the bottom side, keys to a Corvette, which you don't need, the stage, because you're not unless you're off duty, and your towels neatly folded in the bottom of the locker. You don't need unless you need to have a shower, which is only happen if you need to go and get changed into other clothes. Civilian clothes hanging on a hanger, an old t-shirt and pair of jeans hanging here. So I'll take the gun. There we go. Just say ammo, short for ammunition. There we go, you've got your ammo now. And case, short for briefcase. And then if you say open the case, you'll be able to see what's inside. You just say look. You take a pen and I take a book. Another book. Take. I'll just try and test to see if it. There we go. It says can't distinguish. So I need to say explicitly which one. Take. There we go. A high school graduation gift. Oh, nice. Because it knows if there's only one book left. You only have to say book. Ticket book. It can be awful pedantic, picky sometimes when it's depending on the situation, but most of the time it isn't. This game, well, a lot of the time it isn't. A lot of it's very straightforward. But I like the colouring in this game and the sudden sounds that are made. It just adds some realism to it. So, and then I'm just going to quickly have a look at the table, just for interest's sake. And there's a basket marked in, and this is where you submit reports and memos. There's a pad of blank memos next to the basket, which is important quite a bit later on in this game, when, it comes to a point where you'd be better off finding a memo for something. I'm not going to say what. I want to give it away. Give any clues this stage. It's for you to find out later on. Having performed the prescribed walk around safety check of the vehicle, you're now ready to hit the streets. So there we go. And then close the door. And if you say, look, you know it's a nightstick. It's also known as a PR-24. May as well take it now. It's quicker to say that the nightstick. So at least you've got it. And then I think I remembered everything that I need in this game. At this point, yep. Okay, the only thing I forgot to do is take a note. But that's okay for now. I could do that later. At this point, I'm going to save. There we are. Started first shift. Didn't bother clicking saving the start this time. But, luckily for me, I got a lot of experience with this game, so I could sort of get away with that. But it's best to save more often than I am. And, just create whatever name you want for a save game. Whatever you think suits it. That's a quick example. If you want to, save over that, and you just, I don't know, if you want to say, for whatever reason, ice cream, you can say that, and you just press enter, and enter again, and it saves it. But that's a quick little tutorial on how to do that. Anyway, and then this is you driving around, the nice different colors of cars. And help, if you want to drive slower, there's some hotkeys, a normal speed. Okay, I think I think you have to, like, there's also Control D for radio dispatch. That, don't worry about the other things, really. Easiest way, unfortunately, is a little bit tedious to do this, but it doesn't take that long, actually. I mean, normal speed is quite a bit slower, so if you want to feel more safe, and that's even slower, that's slow. So, if you want to go a bit slower, maybe slightly faster, normal speed. There we are. There you go, but yeah, I prefer to stick to fast. Before I quickly demonstrate what fastest looks like, I will do a quick, before going further, quick demonstration of fastest. Look at that. Ignore red lights. Another thing that can happen is crashing if you go do that again. And so, as you can see, it's best to rather stick to. Yeah, we're on fast mode there. That's good. Can't remember exactly which road. It's sometimes best to avoid by backing off slightly if there's a car that's coming a bit too keenly, eager beaver off from the road, and you risk of crashing into you. Upon your arrival at the scene of the accident, you observe a group of bystanders gawking at a green sedan that attempted to carve its own door in the side of a brick building. Attempted to carve its own door? No. They're just saying that as a bit of a joke. Tongue-in-cheek. So if you just say, like, stop here, and then there's smoke coming out the car, as you can see. A nice light green coloured car, and you say open door, stand, and closed door, which this stuff gets a bit tedious after a while, but the good points of this game, the good aspects and things, more than make up for that. And then, first thing I like to do is look at the car. There's a man slumped over the steering wheel. Okay. Let's see if there's a license plate on here. You look license plate. Rick Victim's license plate appears to have been lost during the accident. Must have been ripped off by the sheer force of the crash. And plus, there's a big fat black wall over there. Shows just how bad it was and how the smoke stuff's gone. So that adds another sense of realism to the game that I guess has run out. And then there's the crowd there, the heads moving back and forth. It looks kind of funny and cute, actually. It's happening. That also adds sense of realism, though, because they're moving. They're live. They're animated. They're not just doing like nothing, you know. And nothing at all. Their bodies or minds, you know. So next thing good to do is just say, look at the man. Look, man. Take a deep breath, because it is a bit daunting. Quite daunting to do this. Look in the car and see a male motionless over the steering wheel. Closer look reveals a bloody injury to the left side of his head and a gaping hole in his lower right jaw. Okay. And then feel pulse might be okay. Let's just say, look, man, again. It's simplest to say that. No pulse, no breathing, no vital signs. There is a bullet hole in the driver's window. It's not your normal, everyday traffic accident. In your opinion, this man was murdered. That sounds pretty serious. And there's the bullet hole right to your left there. Window of the car. So this is serious stuff. May as well save right now. Car crash scene. So, yeah. It is very serious, but there's other things there in this game. Soon after this, it gets a lot more mild for a while, and then it gets more serious again. So, it's a good sort of roller coaster ride, this game, in that regard. More serious, and less serious, and then more serious again. Yeah. So, look, crowd. Okay, created on the rig. If you just say a general look around, shows you there at the end of it that there's a particularly anxious young man. So I decided, okay, time to talk to him now. And he approaches you. He goes, "Officer," he says, "I saw what happened. I saw everything. I was buying a paper at the newsstand across the street when I heard the scream of tires. I looked down the street, and here comes this car and a light blue, late model Cadillac racing down the street side by side. When they got closer, I heard a bang. I thought one of them had a blowout. Whew. That doesn't sound good. But right after that, this car here lost control and crashed. The light blue caddy just kept on jamming." He finished breathlessly. There are a lot of very American type expressions in this game, which is I find quite amusing and fun, and like a breath of fresh air. So, and I enjoy imitating accent because I just like the accent. It's like a breath of fresh air for me. So yeah, I mean, as a highest compliment to all you Americans out there. And if you talk to him one last time, then he gives you a clue. All I know is, I think I saw part of his license plate number, L964. Okay, so if you press Control D, just say, yeah, use your radio to advise dispatch of the apparent homicide, murder. Call radio crackles response. We copy 187 PC homicide. Be advised, one homicide unit is en route and the coroner's office has been notified. Continue investigation. And you tell them about the vehicle information. Okay, we copy 187 PC homicide. Continue investigation. You tell them about the vehicle information. Notify them again about that. Yeah. You say, here's the Sonny Bonds, you saying, "Dispatch, this is A332. Be advised, description of suspect vehicle is late model light blue Cadillac." And then they say, "We copy blue Cadillac, partial license, L964. And then if you use it one more time. Okay, Hamilton and Dooley are en route. Estimated time of arrival is momentarily. Okay, so there we go. Car crash scene. Take notes, and then I'll just add in what was the black caddy C034562218. I can remember the number from earlier, so I just say it. And then if you press escape again, and you get an extra point for that. So now you're up to 38. And just waiting for these two men to arrive, Sergeant Dooley and Lieutenant Hamilton. There we go, there's another police vehicle. So, here we are, they've just arrived. And Dooley tells you, "Bonds, Detective Hamilton will handle an investigation from here. Hit the streets and try to find the rat responsible. I'll introduce the witness to Hamilton." Cool, so you got 43 points now. So I will leave the game at that for now. I'll just say named Face You there quick, and I'm going to save it there, and that's it for now. So stay tuned for my next video, and if you're really enjoying my stuff, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And okay, so to all of you out there, I'll just say, have a in time now, bounds hit the street. Alright, I'll say, yeah. Enjoy yourselves, have a great time, and over and out. So, here we go.